Okay, so I'm up higher here, and here are all the houses. Okay, so you see some bricks over here, but they've been dumping these bricks over here at this staging area for a long time. Okay, and then you see these wonderful houses, tons of houses, tons of houses. Oh, look, look, you can see in the distance. How many houses do we see? How many houses do we see up and completely intact? Hundreds, thousands. Oh, and look over here. And you know what? I'm only seeing a small part of Kathmandu Valley. I'm not totally up all the way up on the hill. This is just from my hotel room. This is from the top of the hotel. I'll get up even higher. Let me get up even higher here. So we can see even higher. Let's see how many houses are intact in Kathmandu Valley. What? Almost all of them. Almost all the houses are intact. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of houses and hotels that are intact. That this is Kathmandu Valley. And is it in crumbles? Is it in ruins? No. So what are they showing you on YouTube? What are they showing you on YouTube? They're showing you the worst destruction in small little areas. They're showing you an unreality. And why are they showing you the worst destruction and they're not showing you anything that survived? So that they can scare the living crap out of you, and so you can feel sorry for the Nepalese people because their whole entire country was destroyed. And so you can send millions of dollars to us and we're pocketing 80% of all the money. Because you know what? Most of these charities are corrupt. They pocket at least 80% of all the money and only 20% goes to rebuilding. And these people are getting rich off of your charity. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? If you contact with the charities and say, this is what I heard, blah blah blah, and they try to tell you, well, that's not what we're doing, then tell them to prove it. Show your books. Show me where the money's going. Show me how, if $2.5 million went into rebuilding. You know what? And how, you know how much it costs to rebuild one house or one building? No more than $50,000. And that's for a big building. Like a big building like this, a big building like that costs no more than $50,000 to build in Kathmandu. To rebuild that sucker. And maybe another, nope. And they're going to say, oh, well, but the labor, the labor costs are low. You know how much they pay these people? You know how much they pay them a day to build a house? It's like they're being paid like $5 US a day to build. It's the cost. And you know what? And they have tons of volunteers that are helping rebuild. That they're not even paying a dime. They're pocketing the money. The whole entire system of Kathmandu is so corrupt that they don't want to even post one video about that Kathmandu is intact. All of the YouTube videos about Nepal on YouTube are all showing the houses that fell down, the buildings that fell down. Oh, it's so terrible. These people don't have homes. These people are homeless. Everything's in ruins. We need food, we need aid, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. You know what? It's all a bunch of crap. It's all a bunch of crap. You know what? You know what they really need in Nepal? You know what they need in Nepal? They need tourism. They need tourism to come in here. Because you know what? The more tourists that come into Nepal, the least weak and vulnerable Nepal is. Okay? We don't need aid. We don't need a bunch of charity. They need tourism, and they need to work, and they need to know, and they need to have something to do. These people, their men sit around and they drink tea. I've seen them. They'd sit around and drink tea while the women go out and work. That's what Kathmandu is. That's what Nepal is. A bunch of lazy men, and the women are working their asses off to try to take care of their children. That is what I have seen in this culture. So this is Tony reporting to you live from Kathmandu Valley, exposing the lie that this great big earthquake destroyed all of Nepal. Bull crap. It only, and I'm going to give you the rough statistics about how much was destroyed. How much was really destroyed? How much was really destroyed in Kathmandu Valley? Not very much. How much was destroyed in Nepal? Not very much. A few, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 buildings and houses. About 2,000 or 3,000 buildings and houses was destroyed throughout the whole earthquake. And you have no more than 20,000 people who are homeless or lost their homes. 20,000 people lost their homes out of the earthquake. And now with all the aid and everything that has come through, they are living in nice shelters with food and clothing and water and a stove and heat. And it's not, and you know what, even in the wintertime, the coldest it gets at night is 34 degrees. 34 degrees in the wintertime at night in Nepal. It doesn't get that cold here, people. It doesn't even get to freezing. So, you know, and oh, here's the monkey temple. Oh, and that's completely intact. That is completely intact. Oh my gosh, it's not in crumbles. It's completely intact. Oh, and did they have to rebuild it? No. With the earthquake, it just cracked a little bit and then they repaired it. You know. Come on, people. Wake up. Get out of the scam. You're being scammed by the world into a false reality about how bad this earthquake was, and it wasn't that bad. 8,000 people died in the earthquake out of 2 million people. There's 2 million people who live in Kathmandu, and there's 2 million people in Nepal, India. 2 million, a population of about 2 million. You know? And you know what? It's not that. You know, they're doing just fine. Oh, and these people, they're working. See? They're working, they're fine. These people are getting paid no more than $5 US a day for their work. Yep. And these people are fine, they have homes. She's fine, she has a home. 98% of all the people in Kathmandu are absolutely fine in having a home, having a place to live, having food, and having clothing. The 2%, maybe 2%, 1%, they're fine too, because they beg on the streets every day. They ask me for money every flippin' time I pass by them, and I give them a few. I give them some rupees, and they eat. The foreigners here are supplying for them. They're fine people, you know, and whatever aid you've given, it's more than enough, and I'm pretty sure that at least 60% of all the charity money that has been given to Nepal has been pocketed by corrupt charities. And only 40% has actually gone to restoring, because they oversold it. They oversold it. You can obviously see that they oversold the earthquake. If you look at all the YouTube videos about the earthquake and how they're asking for funding and it's so terrible, and then you look at my video here, you're going to see that they oversold it trying to get funds. And the reason why they oversold it is because they wanted to oversell it. They wanted to just give them enough funds to rebuild what little bit was broken. Not very much. What little bit was broken. And then they pocket the rest. Pocket the extra. And let's get rich off of this earthquake. Let's get rich. You know, and so we can be one of the rich elite in Nepal, India. Yeah, we can be one of the rich elite because we have an organization to where we're supposed to be charitable, and we give 40%, maybe 40% of the funds to help rebuild, and the 60% we pocket and get rich off the earthquake. That's a good idea. Let's do it.